1 year ago in Dublin. So I had a fabulous meeting in Bill Chipsey's garden. Bill Chipsey is the founder of Art for Amnesty, and Carlton, friend of mine, and Bill, we met there in Dublin. And Bill told us the story about the 50th birthday of Amnesty International and so on, and he asked us to come up with an idea for the anniversary. And so we discussed it, and suddenly, I'm not sure who mentioned it, but suddenly we came up with the idea, an event or a song, and a song Toast to Freedom because of the special foundation story of Amnesty. And Bill asked us to deliver perhaps 1 or 2 weeks of our time to Amnesty and to support this special cause. And I thought, okay, so 1 or 2 weeks, why not 5 or 10 days? But now here we are, one year later. I think I've delivered about 100 days or 150 days to the project now. And to be honest, it's a lot of fun, really. It's really a lot of fun. And to sit here in Bob Clearmountain's living room after a final mix of the Toast to Freedom song, and after fabulous meetings with outstanding talents all over the world, Marianne Faithfull or Larry Campbell and Levon Helm and so on. So this is really a once-in-a-lifetime project. And not only because of the connection to talents, it sounds fancy, because of the special cause of the project. And that's really a cause to support one of the most admired NGOs in the world, to support Amnesty. The fight for human rights is even more relevant than it has ever been. And if we will not do it here in the United States or in Germany or in France or in Spain or in Italy or in Eastern Europe or in China, and who else will do it? So it's really a pleasure for me to be connected and to be responsible with a team or as part of a team for these kind of projects. And it's really an honor for me to be connected with Amnesty International. When Bill Chipsey contacted me and asked me to think about a special idea for Amnesty for the 50th anniversary, I asked him, what's the foundation story, the birthday story of Amnesty International? And he told me this fabulous story about the 2 Portuguese students toasted to freedom only 50 years ago in a bar in Portugal and arrested for about 7 or 8 years. And the English lawyer Peter Burdon founded Amnesty with the background of this story, and because he thought that someone has to found an organization like Amnesty to enable people to build awareness for a story with the 2 Portuguese students and for all the other stories of human rights fight in the world. And if you take a look at these kind of stories, Amnesty enables normal people, people like you and me, to bring in something, to have a vote for something important, to build awareness. And if many people focus to one case, to one death penalty case, for example, or to one case in China or somewhere else, then you can make some noise. And if you make some noise with millions of people, with 3.5 million of members in the Amnesty world, then you can make a difference, even today, even in our world. To be responsible for such a project really means a lot. First of all, it means that you have to invest much more time than you have ever expected. Because first of all, you have to deal with talents, and that's always a mess. No, I'm kidding, that's a pleasure, but it's sometimes a little bit complicated. Second of all, you have to deal with an organization like Amnesty. And that's complicated too, that's a challenge. Because Amnesty is time-consuming, and it's some kind of administration as well. So in these kind of sandwich position with the project team, with Amnesty, with talents, you get a feeling what's going on, and it's much more challenging than I ever expected. But if I take a look back, it's okay. And it's only now, after the final mix of the song, it's only one part of the story. The serious stuff will now begin. Because now we have to bring the song to market. Now we have to do the same, like Amnesty for Human Rights. We have to create some kind of awareness for the song, to build awareness for the song. So this will be the next chapter, to build the right alliances with the right media partners in the world, to build awareness for the song, and not only for the song, not for the talents, for the fight for human rights and for amnesty. That's our goal. And Levon Helm, for me, Levon is just another word for freedom. He is one of the outstanding musicians I've ever met, because of his personality, because of the things he has done in his life, because of this song he has written. And so we asked him whether he would be interested to support this project. And I was really skeptical, because this guy even didn't went to the Grammy Award event, because he was not interested to get his Grammy the night. And so I was really skeptical whether he would be motivated to step into these kind of projects. But he was. And this really means a lot to me, that a musician like Levon, with his musical director Larry Campbell, an outstanding musician, and Amy Helm and Teresa Williams, and musicians like Kristofferson and Marianne Faithfull, if we will transfer this kind of spirit from the project with the song into other projects or to the people, and perhaps only a small percentage of this spirit, this will be a great story.